Hey everyone, it's Finn here from Paint Everyday. This is my first video, so I'm going to be showing you how to paint your first miniature and showing you some good early painting techniques. This channel will be more focused toward beginning painters, as I was recently a beginning painter myself. So yeah, let's get right into it. The miniature I will be painting today is a Vanguard Hunter with an Astral Compass. It doesn't really matter what you paint as your first miniature, but I would recommend something relatively simple. Also, I would recommend buying a smaller pack of miniatures because painting a large army when just starting can be a bit overwhelming. Alright, let's get on to painting. For priming, I went over the model in 3 thin coats of black primer, followed up by a zenithal highlight with white. This will help apply some early highlights with low effort. Also, I don't think you need any special primers. You can use the ones you just find at the hardware store. Additionally, I glued some sand and rocks to the base with some PVA. I'll probably do a video about basing later. First, I base coated the majority of the armor with Leadbelcher from Citadel. I'm using an Army Painter Regiment brush for this. Also, don't worry about being too neat with this step because we paint over the other parts with other colors later. After 2 thin coats of the silver, we will do the same for the bronze. I'm using Weapon Bronze from Army Painter. Next up, I'm doing the blue details with Deep Blue from the Army Painter. I'm using Leather Brown to base coat the leather parts, the bolt gun, and the pouches at his side. I wanted the cape to look like bear hide, so I painted it with some Monster Brown. Now some matte black for the black bits. Also, I'm painting the plume and the inner part of the cape with ash gray. Finally, I'm painting the blue orbs on the chest and weapons with crystal blue. I also did this for the inside of the Astral Compass. I'm shading the blue with Drakenhof Nightshade from Citadel, the silver with Dark Tone from the Army Painter, and the bronze and brown details with Strong Tone. If you're just painting these for the table and you want an army quicker, you can call it done after this step. But now we're going to forge on and add some highlights to make this model look even better. For highlighting, I like to use the Kolinsky Masterclass from Army Painter because it has a much finer tip. Another tip is to use the side of your brush to highlight sharp edges. Alright, for the armor, I'm highlighting it with Shining Silver from the Army Painter. And the bronze, I'm highlighting with Greedy Gold. For the blue, I'm highlighting it with Electric Blue. I also want to do a highlight on his shoulder, so I'm going to do a gradient. It's important to use very thin paints for this because it will make a better gradient and it will make the process a lot more forgiving. I'm starting off with a layer of our original base color, which is deep blue, because it got darkened by the wash. Next, I'm doing a layer of ultramarine blue. After that, I'm doing an even smaller layer of crystal blue. I'm also doing the same thing with the orbs and the compass, but I'm using lighter colors like the electric blue and void shield blue. This will create a lighter glowing effect. Finally, I added some blue to the bolt gun. And to finish off the astral compass, I'm using some matte white to create some star effects. Alright, after that, I'm highlighting the leather with Monster Brown. For the black, I'm using Uniform Gray. For the cape, I'm using a medium dry brush and I'm dry brushing on a 1:1 ratio of fur brown to matte white. This is an easy way to get a great look. When you're dry brushing, make sure you get most of the paint off your bristles or you will ruin the look. The gray I'm highlighting with a 1:1 mix of ash gray and matte white. I didn't wash the inner part of the cape because washes on large flat surfaces tend to look blotchy. Instead, I just painted some wash into the recesses. For the base, I'm first base coating it with a layer of oak brown. I'm using a larger brush for this because it has more coverage. After that's dry, I'm going over it with some strong tone. Next, I dry brushed it with some Monster Brown. This is an easy way to get some good highlights. Finally, to make it look more barren, I did a dry brushing of ash gray. I made sure to really coat the rocks in this step to make them look more realistic. And, as always, I'm painting the base rim black. To finish this model off, and make the base look a bit more realistic, I'm going to add a static grass tuft of the swamp variety to it. These are really cheap and they are an easy way to improve your bases. And with that, our model is complete. And it wasn't that hard. I hope this tutorial was helpful to all you new painters out there. Keep on painting. Well, that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my first video. I'll try to post more videos like this, so let me know if you liked it in the comments. Alright, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and make sure to paint every day.